Hello there everyone, this is I Am Mark III and welcome back to Starship Corporation for the fourth and or fifth, depending on if you watch the tutorial one, and final part of this particular mini-series. And honestly, this game I think does not deserve the slating it's had in the Steam reviews. It really does not. So, department. Let's go into ship design. We need to build ourselves a new ship, which will be able to deal with multiple contracts this time. It's actually going to be kind of useful. We need to build a transport for our new good buddy Skvortsov, and fairly strict emergency response requirements. So I think good layout and armory would be essential here. It requires a Yanmori hull 2 hull, so we'll need that one. And let's see which one has got the stricter requirements. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Skarsgård's transports require flat out a much better, stricter ship. So we'll be building purely to Skarsgård's list. The only exception being that it requires 9 people max instead of the food transport freighter, which requires up to 13. So the Skarsgård mining ships require less. Well, they're not actually mining ships, they're transport haulers. They don't need a mining laser. But yes, we can do something with this. So, let us begin our final part where we are working on a new ship design in a new hull. I've only ever seen the basic hull before, so this is my first time with this new hull. And it's more or less identical, actually. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right, so, building to the strict designs of Skarsgård's stuff. What's our speed requirement? 1.4. We need a double engine. I can tell that one for a fact. I wish we had the upgraded engines. Whoops. I keep pressing escape. Actually, I think we can fit this in relatively well. If we spin the engine round, it fits perfectly in the back there. And then, yes, there is an additional engine spot on the upper level as well. So we can actually we can fit this in at the side, like that. Just have some more space around that way. Oh, actually, the upper level is big enough to have both engines. So we could do it like that. The problem is, got to remember, these engines require 4 technicians a piece. So that's 8. 9, 10, 11. Oh dear. Okay, 9. So 8 people are required to operate these 2 engines flat out. Alright, we need to get some research. Right, our engines are not advanced enough for this. We literally require the advanced engine because of its reduced requirement on personnel. Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to build an efficient enough ship. Closed design. Right. So we actually need our upgraded engines to sort this out. So we're going to advance by 1 turn. This will give us the extra engines. And then we're ready to go. I love biscuits. Okay, this is what we got. 1.2k engine. 0.5 per light year. 3 technicians. That is good. That is good. We also got better cargo base as well. Excuse me, sorry, I was a little bit hungry. Lack of food does that to you. Medium-sized cargo unit, up to 1,000 units of cargo. Feeding doors almost infiltration. Places with its width along the hull. Highlight green area. Requires a small cargo door. Yep. We also got a better cooling unit. This is going to be useful. And a bigger air tank. And that is a lot of tech we just gained in one burst. I was expecting it because it was looking like a lot of the tech's similar costs that we were working on. So, you know. But that is all good timing, actually. We're still in the hole for minus 12,000, so we're below 900,000 on our starting funds now. There's nothing else we can really do, so we want to get these transport designs sorted out. So, let's get back, actually start to do the ship design. We need to do the ship design. The ship design for Skov. Yamori, we can actually do it now because we've got the smaller engines. There we go. And if we check in here, the smaller engines will be more expensive, but they're also more efficient as well. Like 8,000, these cost 1,000 more each, but they actually require less in terms of everything else, as well as being slightly smaller. So it's just flat out a better engine design. So if we go up to the next deck, B2, we can mount them along the sides here, and that actually gives us room for a layer of narrow stuff in the middle as well. So we can take advantage of that too. Let me see, what do I want to put in there? We need 6 technicians, a minimum of 3 to keep things running, but 6 would allow us to keep things operating really well. Let's go ahead and use the bigger generator. It's not as efficient in terms of cooling, but it's the bigger generator is actually much lighter for some strange reason. So, kind of weird that. No wait, we should prioritize cargo. We need cargo. We need cargo. So the cargo required is unknown. I think it's like 4,000 odd though. So store. Let's just start slapping in cargo base. That holds 500. This stores 1,000. Okay. Ooh, that fits perfectly in that area actually. I'll actually install the cargo on the next level though. Let's do it that way. I think we need like 4,000 or something like that. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Woo! Doesn't quite fit. Yeah, we need 4,000, I think. So let's go ahead and install that. I guess I should. Well, I could put hatches on both sides up there, but do we need more hatches? I don't think we do. So it looks like the lower level is going to be the cargo bay. So do we have enough cargo now? Not enough range, not enough energy. Outer hatch is missing. Okay, yeah, we do need 4,000 as the required cargo. Let's just double check on our contracts to make sure. Actually, no, we already did, didn't we? So never mind. Yeah, we've got everything we need as well. So okay, keep on going. So we've got cargo. We need fuel though as well. The fuel tanks is going to be another biggie. So fuel tanks. Where can I fit some of those? I'm going to have to fit one up here. Wait, do these have to be on the same level as the engines? They probably do, don't they? Yeah, I'm willing to guess that they need to be on the same level. Is that enough? How much do we need? 200 light years. We need 160 tons of fuel though, so we actually need 4 cargo tanks. Flippin' heck. Where am I meant to put the rest of the stuff, darn it? Okay, there we go. So we've got the fuel tanks. Flippin' heck. We've got the cargo. We need a bridge and we need a computer core. This is going to have to go back here though. There's nowhere else for it. Wow. Just wow. And there's not much space left for the computer core at all. Flippin' heck. Put that there. Okay, so we got all that. We don't even have the power cores yet. Can we actually do this? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure we can actually. Missing energy still. Oh, because I've not actually installed the nuclear generators yet. Nope, we can't actually fit the... We don't have enough space for the bigger generators anymore. because that's way too much energy, actually. We need links to connect everything. We've got the fuel tanks on the same level as the engines, so that should be good. We need to get... Where is it? Infrastructure connectors. We need a stairwell, which I was thinking of putting over here, but apparently we can't, so it has to be... No, wait, it has to go downwards, not upwards. Stairwell, going downwards, please. It won't fit over there. It'll have to be over this side here. That puts that there. Medium cargo bays are really bulky, actually. They took up a lot of space. So, of course, the problem is I'm still using smaller fuel tanks as well. That doesn't help either. Is there enough space here for octagonal? We still need the EEVs installed and things as well, actually. Yeah, that fuel requirement is a real killer. I want to do this. I want to get this ship sorted out, but we don't seem to have the... It seems to be much harder than I first expected it to be. Give me the stuff. Give me the connection. Give me the stairway. Can we fit a stairway into here? Not quite. If we take the computer core out, though, we still cannot because it requires... There? Oh. So strict. So very, very strict. Can I fit the bridge up front? Actually, I can. Bridge can go up there. Okay, that clears out a bit of space, which is vital. So we can put that there. We need, going upwards, the cooling link is required as well. We can't quite fit in the power link. We're going to have to put the power link somewhere else. Either that or separate the cooling systems entirely. Okay, let's put the power link in over in this corner. Okay, so we've got power links, we've got cooling links, we've got stairways. We take out the generators, at least in the moment. That'll fit right there. That's as far as that'll go, actually. Okay, right. What else do we need, actually? We need EEVs, correct? So let's get some EEVs in there because that's a hull-based thing. So EEVs. Is that enough EEVs? I believe it is. Oh, it can get so complex, this kind of... I really do suspect I don't have enough... Not enough EEVs. Okay, so actually, Starship transport is more strict when it comes to... Is not as strict when it comes to emergency evacuation, but this guy really needs an emergency evac potential. So that's that. Missing fuel. We need to put the fuel back in because I took that out just to try and figure out what the heck I was doing. Fuel storage, fuel storage. We need some more fuel. There we go. That's enough fuel storage. We need living spaces now. We've got enough maneuverability. We don't have the power supply required, but that is a work in progress. We actually need med bay, I think, as well. The last big spot we got is up there and down here. Right. So what's a big meaty generator going to cost us in terms of space? A fair bit, actually. But if I put it like that, it connects up fairly well. We still need cooling though. Luckily, we did just unlock some better cooling stuff. So, cooling M can be fitted in... Oh, so close. Cooling M could be fitted in... It's going to have to be over here, isn't it? How much cooling do we need? We need 195 right now. Do we have enough? We don't have air or water supplies yet, do we? Not enough cooling. Wow, this is really strict actually. I can fit one in there. Can't fit any really. Oh, I can fit a couple in there actually. Is that really all that I require? Just the one? No. I'm not trusting that. We still need to put in crew quarters and things after all. So, crew quarters. We need pilots. We need 2 pilots. I don't have a computer core yet, do I? Pilots are okay. Glad you think so. We need the techs to operate all the things, which will actually slot in along here. Well, wait, I can't get access to them, can I? Oops. 4 techs. I don't think I can put a tech there, though. I mean, there's no single space hatches there. No, the smallest hatch is 2 by 1. I can't actually put a tech there, which kind of sucks. I want to pack them in like sardines, darn it. Why do you step on my dreams like this? It is very rude of you. Okay, is there somewhere else I can fit them in? I can probably fit one in over there, if that's all going to hold up okay. So we need the tech. Check. We need air and water supplies. This is also going to be an absolute killer. Oh dear. Water supply. How much do I actually need? I need 2 storages of each type. Well, darn it. I don't think I've got enough space for that. Because I'll need treatment as well. Also, this is about to overtax my power supply in addition to that, so... I don't think I can do this. Not quite. Not with what I've got. It's not quite fitting together properly. Which is a shame, but... It also shows how strict this particular thing can be. There are actually minimum technicians. If I take out another tech there, I want 2 storages each for air and water. Oh, we've actually got the medium air tank. Which is actually enough. Okay, that is actually enough for that medium. Okay, so we don't need that. We need life support though, so we do need the treatment. Won't fit there, no. Will that fit? No. I don't have the advanced. I don't have the tech required for this, I don't think. I'm 99% sure I don't have the tech required for this. But I'm trying to build it anyway, just to see how well I can do. But no, we can't fit it together. Not with the required range. The fuel requirements is messing us up. The cargo requirement is messing us up. We can't quite do this. Not as we are. And sad to say, but I think I'm going to have to abandon this project at least for now, and it'll have to be come back when we've got more stuff. Yeah. That's it. Can't do this. Nope. It is a bit messed up. Can't do that. So, goes to show that the requirements actually require you to have better stuff. Because I literally can't fit this ship together with my current tech. Even though I've just advanced my tech, I just can't do it yet. So I need to actually go into research, I think. What do I need? What would let me work this thing? 10 by 6, 7 by 13. And better, another grade of engine better would actually help a lot. In fact, getting up to a more advanced engine flat out would help a lot. Because what I'm looking for, of course, is a 1.4 speed. And if I get the next engine, the MP27, that actually gives me 1.4 with a single engine, rather than a double engine. You know what, since we're finishing this particular up, let's finish up properly. We'll buy the engine. So we've got the engine. 5x7, 3x3, or 5x7. No. Let's see, what can we get a better cargo? 5x14, 10x14. That removes the need to have a line between them. And it also requires less power. Sure, let's buy that tech up as well. Let's buy up medium water tank so we can have 1 water tank required. The fuel tanks are a real pain. Oh, if we had large fuel tanks, we could actually just build it flat out, I think. Because that has 300 tons of storage. It's just really big and costly. Buy that. Okay, so we got that. Air tanks. Compressed. Stores air in much less tank. One crew member for 100 months. Needs life support to function properly. So a compressed... Ooh, 2x6. Kind of expensive that, but it looks really useful. I mean, this one can do it. How much can this store? It stores plus 35 tons. The compressed tank stores 100 tons by itself in a 2x6 volume. That is... It's double the cost, but it's really, really good. And it'll fit a lot better. So I'll do that. 1x3. If I get this one, it's 3x3, but it's space for 4. Better crew quarters, sure. Let's let people have better stuff. I'm just buying up random tech now to try and get some things sorted out. I also bought the larger bays, didn't I? Yeah, larger bays requires a large bay door. Yep, thought so. So we're going to get a large bay door as well. Large bay door. Buy that tech. I'm just using my starting funds to buy up a lot of stuff now. Don't need, don't need, don't need. Advanced life support, what's the difference? Oh, the advanced ones are actually smaller. Please, yes. Let's make the efficiency count, people. Just buy it all up. We've got the money to start out, so we can at least do something with all of this. Right, I think I've got everything I'm after. Much better engines. So... Apologies for the beeping, by the way. Let's see how we do with better stuff now. Because we've got all this extra stuff, which I was unlocking slowly through research, but since we're on the last part, you know, might as well splash out a bit and see how we do. Like, we can actually fit an engine there, and if we page up, we can fit an additional engine there. So we fitted those two engines. Of course, we'd need the links between the two decks, so let's actually go ahead and install the connectors now, which will be a power connector and a cooling connector. Actually, we don't need two engines. What am I doing? We only need the one. Yeah, only one engine will give us enough speed, so we don't need two. So do that. Let's put the connectors in anyway because we need that. Going downwards, please. Cooling connection, power connection. Just getting the better engine flat out is better. Is much easier to manage it. So we got that. We've already got the links in much less space. And I'm thinking down here we can put the bridge into place. Ooh, we can actually fit the bridge in. We can try to fit the bridge in somewhere fancy, but, you know. Actually, if we put the bridge there, we can actually attach the EEVs to the other side of it. Yeah, let's do that. So, emergency EEVs. A triad of EEVs right there. So that's the emergency evacuation sorted out already. We need the better cooling systems, of course. So cooling and cooling, because we need two of those. Yeah, this is going together much faster. Actually, it's just having the extra stuff. The upgraded tech is actually absolutely saving this design. Though, admittedly, I had to spend like a few $100,000 immediately just to buy the stuff, buy it and get it up. So there we go, because we actually needed two of those to get everything sorted. Okay, not enough fuel. All right, so let's start putting in the all-important storage. Let's see. We've actually got nothing down here, but the fuel storage, though, we bought a large tank, which by itself is, yep, more than adequate, I think. It'll give us the capacity we need, because we need 100... Wait, are we on the correct one? The food requires Yeah, it requires 100 tons either way. So yeah, a large tank though. Ooh, it fits snugly right there. One large fuel tank. Oh, okay, excellent. Yep, this is looking much better. Okay, solid storage. Large cargo. This will have to go on the lower deck though. We can fit one in there. What do these hold each? 2,000, isn't it? Yeah, 2,000. No, no wait, that's the build cost. Storage 5. What? One of these. One of these, and we needed 4 of these to do the same. Wow. Okay, that is much better. Flippin' heck. Okay. Hatch L is what we... No, it's not hatch L. We actually need an exterior hatch. Bay door L, that's the one. There we go. We've actually got space left over on this thing now. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Requirements up missing is some shield gens. We require some shielding. We require the life support and the storage. The other storage is required. So we need the water tanks. The mediums, though, should be adequate from what we saw before. Though we've got the compressed air tank, which is ridiculous. Actually, not ridiculous. It's more like it's very potent. Yeah, it's potent more than anything else, isn't it? Just wondering where I'm going to put the compressed tank. Let's put the water tank in first, anyway. Compressed, sorry, water tank there. We can put in. We need the filters, of course. So we've got the advanced ones, which are smaller. How's the advanced life support looking? Oh, that'll fit perfectly right there. Advanced life support. Advanced water treatment can go right there, actually. That's also really good. We need the compressed air tank now, which I think I'll place just in front of that. So air tank compressed mode. Like that. So that is actually coming together. We need the shield gens, of course, so we'll install the shielding up at the front of the design, I think. So that's that. Now we need the personnel, and to make sure that everything is up to spec. So this actually only needs 6 people now, as it is, and we've got extra space to expand further, like get more people into this. Well, not people, like get more stuff out of it. Like, let's put the techs over there. That actually supplies all required technicians, just the one route. The smaller pilot berth can go here, actually. And then, of course, we need the medic berth, which will go somewhere. Where will I put the medic? Look at this, we've got the bottom layer of the ship actually still okay. Jeez. And I'll add the other part just there. Okay, so there is some stuff we can now do, which we need the sick bay, of course, for emergencies. Won't quite fit in there, but we can fit the sick bay there, right next to the stairway, so easier access. We need the armory to give it some combat potential systems, at least. So we've got an armory, so we can actually get weaponry installed. We don't have any exit hatch. We don't have enough water. Oh, we actually needed more water. Okay, well, we can do that. Fits perfectly just there. And we've actually got a ton of extra space because we upgraded the tech. So that is... I am honestly staggered by how much space we managed to secure just by upgrading our stuff to the next level. Let's put an exit hatch there. Right, so all we need to do now is button all this up, I think. And we'll actually have a functional design. Okay, so we've got all that, which means we just need to hook all of this up together. Main access is through the stairway, towards the rear of the ship, admittedly, so it's not central. But it does provide ready access to most of the stuff. Let's just provide a route through this area as well. So we've got one hatch more than strictly necessary, at least. But it'll provide some alternate routings going on. So I just need to put that in there. And then we actually need a corridor between those two forward shield generators. So we need a corridor. Is it a... No, it's C4, isn't it, I think? Yeah, C4 should be absolutely fine. No space for an additional room there, but, you know, we've got that. We've got a massively over-designed craft. We are 139,000 out of our 160,000 budget, so we're 20,000 under budget right now. We might as well add some additional defences, you know? So we'll give this thing some forward armour, I suppose. So the front of the ship at least has got some armouring on it to help it survive a few bits and pieces. I mean, armour is really cheap, so might as well, and it'll let the craft handle a few extra bits and bobs that might come its way as well. Do we need any armour on the front? No, but there's a massive amount of empty space in the front, which will absorb incoming damage anyway, so that's all okay. Is there anything else we can add to really quickly sort some extra stuff? We don't have any weaponry. We're not geared up for building warships at all. We can build a mining laser on it, I suppose. Don't really need it though. Yeah, air supply, water supply. Our range is much higher than wanted. Our crew is absolutely fine. Pilot's fine. Tech's... We've actually got a spare technician. We can do one tech less when we do the ratings. Power, fine. Cooling, absolutely killing it. Storage, 25% greater than required. Speed is fine. Range, much greater than required. As is fuel capacity. Wow. Profit, 20,000. Wait, percentage of construction costs with new parts and fuselage in relation to the budget and the remaining profit. So, actually our budget, with a budget 160, apparently we'll get 20,000 extra for each one of these. So, yeah, we do actually have a profit margin on this. But we've also got a ship. So let's save the ship class as... I'm aware that this particular one is overrun slightly, but I wanted to get this done so that, you know, we've got... I wanted to get the ship done so we can finish up with a new ship, an additional ship design, and we'll see how this compares to the previous one, because this is a very different thing. It's a very different animal. However, it's also faster, tougher, more advanced. So I want to see how well this pans out in the crew testing. Because remember, it's got nothing. It's got no additional stuff except it's got some extra armor and extra shielding. So, auto resolve. Tell me how good this ship might be, pretty please. Ooh, okay. So we've got slight penalty on standard operation, so we've not got quite enough for standard op. But we're actually okay on most systems. Asteroid fields, we are absolutely killing it. And Firestorm, so these shields are doing great. Alien Infestation we're better at as well. Major Collision, 5 out of 5. We can withstand smashing into things because I put the armor on the nose. On hostiles though, we still have no weaponry, so you know, there's still only so much we can do in terms of absolute hostile stuff. But we've got a HEP rating of 14, 54 on ERS, 41 on SOP. So. Save it, because that is great. That is absolutely wonderful, that. So all that's left, really, I think, is to go out into the galaxy map. Remember, we've got 2 contracts that this ship can fulfill. Oh, there's actually a contract out to... Oh, so we don't need a shipyard to tell us whether there's a contract. We can actually see it. We can just decide if we want to expand out to a place or not. So, right. Food delivery. We need... Here we go, the tubby hauler, which massively exceeds everything required. But it's still under the budget, so go ahead and build that. Yep. 140 out of 200,000, so yep, build. And I'll get the shipyard over here working on a new transport for you, because the tubby hauler is actually built for you. It's just that I can build a ship for the other contract as well as it happens. Oh, I can see the contract there, but I can't actually see the contract. Okay. End the turn. And I'm going to do one more turn, so we'll see how this goes. But I might have overdone it in terms of funds. We'll have to see. Because remember, I've got to pay to build these ships, and I don't think I'll get payment on the transport delivery until I deliver all three. New tech, medium fuel tanks. Thank you. I kind of bought the large one. So, yeah. This one is called the Tubby Tub. Launch. And this is the Walker. Launch. Okay, so, right. Apparently I need to get all the stuff together and then deliver. So I need to actually build some more of these ships. And that's going to be costly. Let's see. Right, so the food transport is actually requires me to have the ship. And it needs me to go and do that. Okay, so assign that ship. The Walker is now assigned. I think it just needs to fly there, right? Yeah, pretty sure. Also notice, by the way, that I'm finding extra pockets of things around the place. So that ship is going to fly out. However, I need to build an additional tubby hauler. Additional 2 tubby haulers, actually. I can just about afford to build 2 of them. Tubby hauler. Oh, don't say they have to be in the same place. They do, don't they? Oh. Or rather, do they just have to be unassigned for other things? We'll find out if we can have this split going on. If we can have the ships coming from 2 different systems or not. Admittedly, it took longer to build that, design the ship than I thought, especially since it's like, oh wait, I can't do this, let's research and get everything I require. Right. Shield generator, class M. Thank you. We've got bigger shields now, since research is still ongoing. We're almost bankrupt though. I think we're about to game over. The Baltimore has been created. And the carry-all has been created as well. So, right, are we about to die? I don't think so, because we had a minus 100,000 actually. I forgot at that for a moment. We got minus 100,000, so we can go slightly into debt if we need to. No, we are okay at 4,000 credits left. Oh, that is so close. But now, I think I can take... I'll assign that ship to that. Oh, I've got to deliver the ships to a spot. Oh. The Tubby Tub needs to also be assigned. Fly out. So it's actually build them and then deliver them to somewhere else. Which is interesting. But I need the last one for 3 transports. The carry-all also needs to fly out there as well. It'll take a few turns to get there. But that means also we can't see this going on. But at least we know now that we can build them in multiple places and then they have to fly out to a given destination to be accepted for the mission. And yes, that mining spot is much, much smaller. So mining does actually get smaller and smaller as you go. But unfortunately, now we have to end the video. So we're going to call it there. This has been Ion Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And this has been a look at Starship Corporation, which I think is getting unfairly slated, but it's actually mostly just been overlooked. So yeah, it might be worth looking at if you feel like designing ships and trying to manage a corporation as you go. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all some other time, some other place, some other thingy, whatever is your viewing pleasure. See you all later.